Hi guys, in my last video I showed you how to use Windows, and we need a trigger to start every window, and we can have as many windows as we can in our ILA, and how to use capture either to sample some of the data so we can expand the time, or to collect data only when it interests us and disregard the rest. By most of our system, we have an incoming data, and our FPGA need to respond to that data. And here we have a bug because the incoming data came and the system didn't react. So when we need to find the bug and see this section in more details, and only this section. In my last project I had 50,000 samples that went okay, and the 50,001 missed, so I cannot put 50,000 windows. So I have to make something that will stop the system if the system didn't react. For this we have what we call a WatchDog. A WatchDog is actually, it's a simple counter, and we will have the counter, and while the data is coming in, we will count. We can measure how much time the reaction should be after the incoming data. And if we're missing it, the counter will keep counting, and then we can put trigger at some point. So in this point the ILA will trigger, and we can see what happened and why the system missed the data coming in. Okay, then after we saw the windows in the ILA and we saw the capture, I want to add the WatchDog counter. So here is my WatchDog counter. This is just a counter on the 125 clock. At reset it's at 0. When the start pulse is high we count, and when it's not, it's 0. So now let's add it to our ILA. Now let's add the import, new import. So I'll extend this to 6 imports, and I'll add 32-bit import. Okay. And again I'll go to the template, reload it, and add the newly added import here, and connect it to my WatchDog counter. That's it. Now let's synthesize and see what we got. Okay, then my bit stream is done. Let's view the reports. No timing issues. So we'll open the hardware manager, turn on my board, connect, and program the device. Here is my ILA. Here is my VIO. Let's deattach it, shrink it, and have it in place. And we can start checking our VIO. Now here is the start pulse. We put it at rise because we want to see the whole transaction. We'll check that we have 8 windows, 512 sampled each, and trigger at 100. And usually I don't use the capture here, but now I'll need it because this is a very slow system. It takes seconds, so the resolution is not so much a problem. In real life, of course, we will not use the capture in this case. Now let's see the system works. how it works, and we can measure by the WatchDog counter how much time it takes for me to react. So I'll turn off the start bit, turn the trigger on, and at 9th, here at 9th, and I press the trigger. D, one, five, ninth, D, and that should be enough. So here are my samples. Now we can see how much time it took me to react. Here it took E, here it took about 8, here it took about 5, 4, 7, and 4. So the max is 8, but it's still good. 9. I want to stop my WatchDog after, let's say, a little more than 9. So I'll give it 1 at here, so every time the counter is counted, another sample will have a trigger. This is the time I'm giving myself to press the button. So every time this will come to a 1, here, the WatchDogs understand that I didn't press in time, and it will bite. So why it's important to have all those X's? Because I want to see when this is up, and since I'm not capturing every capture, I might lose some. So now we can see more details. So we can reduce the capture here, and I want to show you that you can also use it in binaric, and let's say 2 more X's, which give me better resolution, and I remove 1 window of the maximum size, 4000, and I'll trigger it near the end because I want to see everything. So I'll trigger at 3000. Now as long as I press on time, the WatchDog will not bite. But if I miss, it will bite, and I can see everything here. So let's remove the trigger and start capturing. D, I reacted time. 1, I reacted the time. 5, and let's say on the 9th I missed. Here's the 9th, and I'm not pressing, and here we have it. So you can see that here is the 9th, and when my start pulse rose, and here I can see that the WatchDog reaches 1 here, and you can see the trigger that it got in the middle. So I see 1, and after that, and I can see what happened. I see that it didn't press the trigger, and I can see what happened before and what happened after, and I can debug my system here what went wrong, because again, now I'm simulating this and I'm pressing with my finger, but in real life the system should have here some signals which led to the rising of the stop. This way I can see what happened before and fix it. In my last project I have about 50,000 samples that went okay, and the 50,001 missed. So I cannot put 50,000 windows. So I had to put a WatchDog. Once the rising edge rose and nothing was there to stop it, I could stop it with the WatchDog. And this gave me clarity on what was the logic that went wrong and how to fix it. This is for this video. Thank you and goodbye.